Hey, keyboard's in a different place because I'm using it. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. You took a break. I was glad for that break. God, I love this game. This is cool. I've been waiting a long time to stream this. I think we're gonna have a whole lot of fun. I am really excited to see people active in chat already, talking about the game and their experiences. That's exactly what I want. This was sort of a game changer for me. No pun intended. This was one of the first games that I just kept going back to. Just playing again and again. Wrong side. Going that way. So, I don't know why I was so hesitant to stream it. I guess I thought everyone would be bored. Even as so many of you told me how much you also love this game, somehow I just thought everyone would be bored. Because it's turn-based, because... I don't know. What an awesome game. Almost 2 years. I've been streaming for 1 year in a couple months, and I had not played it for at least 6 months before I streamed. I don't remember when my last playthrough was precisely. But this game, I just loved it. You know, my first copy of this was actually on Mac, believe it or not. I tried to play this on Mac. I did play it on Mac. It was okay. I thought the game looked well enough, played well enough. And then I watched somebody's playthrough on PC. I watched a little clip of it, and it was so smooth, and it looked so much better, and the blood spatter on the characters looked great. I thought, oh, I didn't realize I was missing anything. So I picked up a copy of it on Origins, and then I ended up getting a copy of it on Steam, and then I ended up getting a copy on PS3 just to see what the console controls were like. Man, I fell hard for this game. I still haven't done all the origin stories. I'm a very stubborn and sometimes simple-minded person. I like doing things the same way. I just backtracked. But so what? Our dog has been waiting to level up for a little while. Roof! Strength, Constitution, Strength. Something tells me we're not going to get a remaster, but I would like one too.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here!
You're telling me that you're deserting. Okay. Don't be a coward, you fool! Stand and fight!
Yes, my lady! Here they come!
That was a persuasion. We just passed a persuasion attempt, having enough cunning to actually convince that guy to stay and fight so he doesn't totally bail. We've got one guard surrounded by soldiers down there. Mother is a competent fighter. Eleanor! What is my button for selecting the whole party? Can't remember that. There's, say here, toggle full party selection equals. We can remap that. That's not very convenient. But you can just do it with the mouse. Otherwise, you have to drag over everyone if you want to select everyone. You want the story of Inquisition without the whole open world and Origins combat system. I would love it if it had the Origins combat system. Even though I enjoy the combat in Inquisition, I like the way this works. Okay, everybody. We'll drop, nothing too... Okay, look at what just happened. He just split. And since I told Ruff and Mother Eleanor to go attack him, they're gonna go chase him down. I guess I'll go follow. Only practical thing to do. Except... what about this archer who's in the background? I am gonna take the archer while everybody else goes to do their thing. He just rooted me. He just rooted me, I can't move. And he stunned me so he could go back to range and continue a more effective attack. It's a decent AI. Now he's stunned, now he's toast. We'll go back and loot his body later. Let's go help everyone. Ruff's getting worked over, and they don't seem to be auto-attacking anyone. Ruff is just standing there getting hit. Okay, everybody on the soldier. Now, if I want to, I can switch between party members and have them fire off their special attacks. But unless I really need to, I'm gonna keep it simple. I just got flanked. I'm now flanked in 2 places. I could drop in a few hits. I don't want to be flanked. So everybody stay on the house soldier, but I'm gonna split and move and not be flanked. I just wasted dirty fighting. I'm flanked again. That's beautiful. It's okay. It's all examples. Dirty fighting. Slash, he did. Come on, team. Why are they not making any attempt to auto attack? Shouldn't they be doing some sort of attacking nearest enemy? Or have I just not set up my tactics? Tactics. We haven't talked about tactics. Not at all. Shift or equals selects all the people on your team. Yeah, it looks like even just the equals button will do it too, or remap it if you want. If you've played Final Fantasy XII, this is similar to how you set up commands for your party so that they will behave certain ways. Some of them are predefined. It can be a war dog. As you get more slots, there will be more defaults that fall into those slots. I'm not too worried about setting anything up now. I just wanted to take a first look at it. You can also set up tactics for yourself. Why would you set up tactics for yourself? Well, if you switch to another party member, what is going to dictate your character's actions when you do that? This is what's going to dictate their actions. Priority, enemy, surrounded by at least... See this more clearly? Here's the tree. Enemy what? What do you want to set? You can set all kinds of things. I should make a better example out of that. Self being attacked by a melee attack. Self, condition, self. If I am being attacked by a melee attack, do what? Dirty fighting. Surrounded by at least 3 enemies, dual weapon sweep. So you do your whoosh little area when you have a few enemies in front of you. But there are so many things you can set. If self health is below 25%, use a poultice. Whatever you want. Quite a few things you can do.
I shall do it. It shall be done.
More enemies ahead!
I'll use dual weapon sweep on a single target just because extra damage. This archer has again moved to range, where he'll be much more effective. Mages go first, range goes second, and I've never seen that was an awesome little choke. There's a guard, family guard there. He's been keeping the soldiers busy. Dual weapon sweep. Did you see the second guy get tagged? A little bit of fly text above his head. Are you coming? Are they coming? Hello! Everybody was selected, but for some reason, my mother's not coming! A nightmare this fight would be over already, I'd be dead. That's what I mean by I want to have fun with this. I'm watching my health bar right now, we should be okay. And your health will regenerate after battle. Quickly, just to make a point of it, if I switch over here, all she has is a sustained. You can turn things on that will give you passive benefits. And what they will do is, can't see it yet. I'll show you after combat, it'll make more sense. Let's have Rough growl. Hey, Goody, what's happening? Oh, Mom needs a weapon. Oh, God, Wombat, thank you. I even have a weapon for her. I didn't equip Mom with a weapon. Sorry, Mom. Thank you. Thank you. Wombat, you're awesome. Watching out for Mom. Wombat, watching out for Mom. Lance, what's up, bud? Yo! And Goody. I thought hello, Goody in my head. Did I say it? Hello, Goody. What's going on? Yes, Mom needs a weapon. How about a mace or a bow? Or a bow? Tell you what, let's give her a bow instead. I mean, she could have a mace as a backup weapon set. The thing is, she will make decisions about which to use. If I don't give her a mace, she'll stick with a bow. If I want her to be ranged, give her a bow, don't give her a mace. Yeah, okay. Completely forgot to equip her. I don't want to think about how many times I've forgotten to equip Mom with a weapon.
As you say.
She was doing all right considering no weapon. Quick saves. Yes! Oh my god. Quick saves. Love quick saves.
Very well.
Okay, 2 ranged in the back. So here's something I might do. What? Have my party on hold or something? No. Move freely. Or on. They were on hold. They were on hold? Were they really on hold? They were on hold! My party was on hold. What you can do is tell your party members to stand still. It's helpful. You need to do that all the time. But you obviously don't want your party members to stand still if you want them to follow you around and fight actively. I think that's the problem. I must have put them on hold when I was trying to select the party. I think I hit H at some point. And I didn't realize it, but there's this little icon here, and the fly text might be confusing. When the icon shows a person, they're moving freely. And when it shows a hand, they're on hold. What's up, Luke? What's up, hot dogs? Hot dogs, I have had one, and it actually kicked my ass. Been trying out a few of the San Diego Ballast Point beers. So I had a Sculpin, a grapefruit Sculpin, and I have a Big Eye. But I just opened the Big Eye, and I'm going and thinking to myself, that was a strong beer. Okay. I was gonna go for the archers first, but they're not in the room right now. They're out in the hallway. So let's take out this soldier who's right here, who's going... Don't touch my mother! He's stunned. And now he's dead. Be dead. Just be dead. He's dead. You liked it too? Awesome. Awesome. So Luke, what have you been up to? How you been? On to the ranged. Not coming. Oh, I left him on hold again. I made an example out of the hold mechanism and then left him on hold. Very smart, you see. Stop! Miss, 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 miss. Now, imagine it on Nightmare and multiply the misses. That would be fun, right? It's worth doing once if you like the game. Addy, what's going on? Mike's unbuckling his belt. Everybody look out. Mike's pants are coming off.
Let us dispatch them, and quickly!
Okay. Somewhere in here. I thought I saw him. Alright, not yet. I'm actually going to tell the party to move over here.
I shall do it.
Because those alright, the archers are following, but there was some chance the archers wouldn't immediately follow. We could actually buy some time. If we move around
I'll go.
in the level, we can keep ourselves away from those archers. They're gonna come and they're gonna set up shop and cause problems. So everybody on the Mabari. Mabaris are pretty badass. Sweep! I hit 2 Mabaris and a soldier with that sweep. Sweep down. Dirty fighting on the soldier. Stun him for a second. Oh, I didn't actually see this other Mabari back here. Everybody on the Mabari. I confused Ruff and one of the enemy Mabaris. And here I thought I was gonna have an easier time keeping up with chat because I can pause the game, which is true, but I need to do it. So many people coming in. It's awesome, Lance, isn't it? Luke, just doing my thing. I messed up my knee. I went to see a PT today. I'm gonna try and fix my knee by taking better care of it. Addy, what order do you play them in? Are you asking what order you should play them in, or what did I play them in? You can play them in release order or chronological order. Those are the two big ways to go. Release order is not chronological, so it's up to you if you want to get the chronology or the release order. Z-Star, you're off to bed. Good night. See, man, I'm having to catch up here. Z-Star, sleep well. You can't take the change. Well, here's the thing, Addy, if I go on the other side, I'm not only blocking where the toolbar starts, although I think you can move it, but during dialogue options, I will be blocking all of them. Oh, I can go back and forth. You want your head to spin. You go back and forth. Thank you, Luke. All right.
Fight! Seriously! I have nothing else to lose! I will kill them all myself!
Oh, yeah. Did I just sprain it? Probably not even that badly, but when it buckled, my knee probably, instead of bending normally, my knee went a little like this when I collapsed. So I strained everything, but what the PT was able to give me a great deal of relief from was telling me that I probably didn't, nothing snapped, tore, popped. It was all just strained, and the muscle was, my thigh is a little messed up. Not working properly, still a little swollen. I didn't see any swelling. I guess she's got a better eye for it. We've already been through most of this. Most of it. Not everything. Hyperextended, thank you. There you go, hyperextended. Correct terminology. Now.
We're getting close to the treasury. The Kuzlan family blade lies inside. Here, darling, take my key. That blade cannot fall into Hao's hands. It should sever his treacherous head.
Couldn't get into this room before.
I shall do it.
Armor, Kuzland guard shield, and the family chest. Family sword, plus 1 damage on top of base 7.7. Right now I'm using a dagger, 2 daggers, 4 each, but I can put that sword in my primary hand, keep a dagger in the offhand. I won't have too many penalties. Eventually we'll be able to wield a sword in both hands. Addy, I have not played Overwatch. I've played Battleborn, though, the one that nobody wants to talk about because Overwatch ate its lunch and dinner and breakfast for the next forever. But I've played and enjoyed some Battleborn. Closest thing to a MOBA I've ever played. Closest thing. We will eventually have to make for some... We'll have to introduce a lot of tactics, but not yet. I don't mean literally using the tactics menu, we'll use that, but fights that will come later in the game will require us to set up the party, make a plan, use combinations of spells and melee attacks and positioning, stop in the middle of the fight, pause, readjust. Right now, you can cut your way through most stuff. Even on hard, even on Nightmare for the most part. But when we get to our first town and beyond, will start to matter a lot more. You had knee trouble, Chi, when the Lord of the Rings movies came out, so you sat for a long time, and that was causing you pain. Not a good combo. Not a good combo.
As you say.
I don't so much have trouble sitting. It's when my knee's bent too much, or when it's been bent for a while and I straighten it. That's when I really feel it. But I've got stretches now. I have all these good stretches to do, and I'm so relieved that I didn't really mess something up. It's the not knowing. I'm one of those people who just worry too much about stuff when you don't know what's going on. And in my head, wondering how badly I had messed it up is what was really bothering me. Pain is manageable, and the pain's not too bad. It feels weird and not right, but knowing that it's not ruined, that's worth everything. There are flanking bonuses for fighting enemies from behind, although he just turned to face me. Some of the tactics later on, that will be introduced along with everything. We're gonna have to talk about positioning enemies, positioning on the map. I'll be zooming out a lot and setting up the fights before we let the fights start. We're just not there yet.
It shall be done. It is begun.
Oh. I just got a whisper asking me what the Band-Aid was for. I took the arm off my chair. I got I got a pimple on my elbow from resting on the chair too much from streaming, and then it got like swollen or infected or something. So I took the arm off the chair and just put some ointment on it and a Band-Aid, and it's fine. I gotta stop. I've been resting this little, whatever you call it, I don't know, not a pimple-like thing you get from resting your arm on an armrest too much. Yay, human bodies.
I have nothing else to lose.
I'm stunned. I'm injured. I should deal with the range, but again, I'm trying to almost brute force my way through this and not worry too much about strategy until we're past this. Come back! Pesky archer. Stun him! Kill him before he's unstunned. Runs away! I know Pokemon. Good. Alright. There is one mage here. This is our first mage. We never ran into, and I don't know where he is, but there's there's sort of an elite mob running around here somewhere. Maybe he's on the far side out of this room. Mage. Mages go first. Mages will mess things up. Everybody on the mage. Mage is down. And then we move on to ranged or whatever is a priority. Want to see more of the battle? Pull back to isometric. Notice how Mother's just holding her position because she's set up for ranged right now. She doesn't need to move. She's not even in the fight. I mean, she's not at risk. She's not getting hit. No one's attacking her. Got one more archer.
Man the gates. Keep those bastards out as long as you can. Your ladyship, my lady, you're both alive. I was certain Howe's men had gotten through.
They did get through. How? That treacherous bastard. Have you seen my
He
father?
was looking for you two. He told us to hold the hall as long as possible. When I realized what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Howe's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly.
The kitchen, through the larder. That's when we'll run into the elite. It's on our way there. No! I'll help you hold the gates. Where's the Grey Warden?
I've no idea. You don't think he's involved in this, do you?
What I meant,
Perhaps
Fergus.
he was sent to kill Bryce?
Sorry, sir.
Oh dear. Have you seen him?
Not Fergus.
When I
Fergus
last
was
saw the
off.
turn, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Make her watch over us all.
The Gnostics all have to slide.
Very well.
Always time for that. Always.
Let us in. We cannot waste more time.
Did not manage to save that guard's
It
life.
shall be done.
We must get out. They're slaughtering
We
everyone.
must get out! They're slaughtering everyone!
They both said the same
It
thing.
is begun.
We must get out. They're slaughtering everyone. We must get out. They're slaughtering everyone.
Enemies approaching.
There he is. How Knight. I think there'll even be a pop-up. The guy with the yellow name is the elite in the bunch. Daniel Metal, I have not played Divinity yet. I haven't played any of them of the series. Lilith, what's up? The moment I saw this title, I knew. Enchantment? Enchantment! Hell yeah, enchantment. Okay. I am not a frontline fighter. Who remembers we were talking about rugs. I am not a frontline fighter. Either go for the knight first or we go for the ads. Either way, I don't want to get hit by that hammer if possible. I did get hit by that hammer. I might have visually moved out of the way, but it's a turn-based RPG. He still got me with it. I was there at the time. Okay, time for a little bit of tactics. Let's have Rough, go on the How Knight. Start working the How Knight. Growl. The Mabari growls so fearsomely that its opponent suffers a penalty to defense unless it passes a mental resistance check. All right, change my mind. It's a penalty to defense. Let's shred the ads as quickly as possible. Let's have Hound Dog. Let me just jump on that real quick. This guy's gonna drop in a second. Oh no, the elite just went for Mother. And notice how she's switching weapon sets. She's going to the mace I gave her. Could have given her a shield too. And give her a shield. The guy who's falling. Take this guy down. Growl. He doesn't have any active skills with the mace.
Away with you.
She's almost down. She's almost down. So I don't have poultice on the bar on her bar. Each character has their own bar. I can put a health poultice on her bar and ask her to take that. I have a level. Her health just went up by about 40%. Everybody on the ads. Sweet. I just got knocked down. I just got slammed in the head. Everybody on the knife. You should get yourself a tank. Maybe some kind of funny, cheeky Templar dude. I think that's a good idea. Let's see if I can stun him. Take a poultice before I die. Work him over. Go team! Go team! You got him! Finish him! And he's down. That was our first elite. Greater health poultice. Injury kits. We'll talk about injury kits when it comes up. But your characters can be incapacitated and then they suffer wounds. I guess we'll talk about it now. Injury kits will restore the health penalty and other penalties that you receive, wound penalties that you receive for being incapped. All right, remember we're going for 24 dex, and then we want to get strength to 20 so we can wear some of that DLC armor. Might even have been 26 dex. Let's see what we opened up. Improved combat training. I want that. Soon enough, soon enough. I can't get any more dual weapon skills except for another base skill. Dual striking. It's a sustained... it's not an attack. The way a sustained works is it's a toggle. You turn it on, and it reserves a portion of your stamina. This is good. It's a good opportunity to talk about that. Let's move it over on the bar. You turn on something that is sustained. Look at Alyssa's stamina bar in the upper left. Half of it's gone. Reserved. He no longer has as much stamina to work with for attacks, but she gets the bonuses, like a passive bonus from dual striking. When in this mode, the character strikes with both weapons simultaneously. Attacks cause more damage, but the character cannot inflict regular critical hits or backstabs. This is not a permanent thing. You can turn it off anytime. More importantly, we might use other sustained modes instead of this one later, but this is what we've got. We do more base damage, we don't do crit damage. It's a trade-off. Where all did we come from? We're heading to the kitchen, right? And a rune already. Enchantment! Enchantment.
Very well.
There, you both are. I was
Bryce!
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding!
Hal's men found me first. Almost did me in right there.
We need to get you out of here, Father. We need to get you out of here, Father.
I won't survive the standing, I think.
That's not true. It's impossible. We'll have to drag you out. Stay. We'll stay and defend you, Father.
Once Hal's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go!
Someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened.
Hal must have something planned for him, too.
Bryce, no. The servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the turn is correct. Hal's men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The Turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My daughter helped me get here. Make her be praised.
I am not surprised.
Up, Steph. You doing? Thank you for saving my father. He hasn't saved father. There's something you can do about how?
Not here. There are too many men, and they seem as willing to kill me as they are all of you. Flight is the only option.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, I beg you. Take my wife and daughter to safety.
I will, your lordship, but I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
You talking about me?
You fought your way to me through Howe's men. I think the Maker's intention is clear. I will take the Tyrna and your daughter to Ostagar, to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then your daughter joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Howe. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us.
My duty is to take vengeance. What if Fergus is dead? Duncan, I accept your offer.
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our daughter will not die of Howe's treachery. She will live and make her mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you.
You hear what she's saying? She's going to stay. Mother, sure you want to do this?
My place is with your father. At his side to death and beyond.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. You know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korcari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Cailan. I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
Are you not even aware my father is dead? Yes. Bring news. Bring news! News of We Are Wu, who has arrived. Oh hey, it's still the part that bored me to tears. Really? Really? Welcome, man. You done with work for the day? You must be. Yes, and I bring
Is
important
it about your
news.
father? Your brother has been concerned about him.
You don't know then? Nobody told you?
News from the north has been unreliable. What's happened?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken High Ever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
I like Cadenza. It is a little slow, but I still like it. When will he return?
Not until the battle is over, I fear. Until then, we cannot even send word. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being.
King Caleb, what would you know about my grief?
Your Majesty, I apologize.
Duncan, hush.
Don't worry, Duncan. You must both be eager to reach your tents. Have you any news before I go?
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
Sound awfully confident.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the Tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
I'm just making fun of the king is all. King Caelin means well. He means well. That's about all I can say.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Didn't seem to take them very seriously for a king.
True. Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
You could if you were not such a fool. What would you have him do, Duncan? You have him do.
Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
Joining? What do you need me to do? What do you mean? Ritual? The joining?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
But why is it so secret?
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
It's the breed. Artem, hello. The dog isn't fat. That's what Mabari eat. It's the breed. It's what they look like. They look like. Am I the only recruit you have?
No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive.
Okay. So what do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
I found a lot of the voice acting in this game to be good, and Morgan's especially. She's well written, and the voice acting for her is well done. I thought I had no issues with that. So here we are, Ostagar. It's not the most impressive place in the world. It's meant to be, I think, more impressive than it is. There's a very cool tower, though, and an impressive bridge. Quite large.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
I am. Alright, so there's about a 20-minute meet and greet as we run around and just check this place out. You can skip it. It's an RPG. You can skip most things in it. But you don't want to. Royal Enclave.
Greetings. King Cailan is not in his tent right now?
Tell me about the king. Persuasion roll. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
Was Bora? Hello. How are you? I have my doubts, but we'll see in the coming battle.
That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
Queen?
She's the Teyrn's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
I should go. We'll bang, okay?
As you wish. You approach the tent of Teyrn Loghain. State your business.
In a way, We Are Wu, in a way, it's similar to that. The beginning of the first Knights of the Old Republic turned a lot of people off. Paris was mind-numbing for so many. But you get past that, and you get invested. Similar situation. Approach the tent of Teyrn Loghain. State your business. The Teyrn inside? What's he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
I do think it's your place to discuss his activities because I asked. Persuasion pass. Surely you can tell me a little about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Teyrn's known the king since he was swaddled, so I don't stand on ceremony.
That option.
The Teyrn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Teyrn Loghain tells him. Without the Teyrn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
I would like an audience with the Teyrn, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
Sounds like the terrain glitches doesn't sound terribly interesting right now, but I hear ya. Glitches can be fun. You're Duncan's new Grey Warden. Yes, I am. I'm not a Grey Warden yet.
You impressed His Majesty nonetheless. We could not contain his excitement over your meeting. Cailan's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
A fascination you don't share.
The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Cailan thinks. You look familiar. Have I seen you at the Landsmeet?
My father was the Teyrn, I ever.
The king told me of his promise. I'm certain he has every intention of following it through. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
Don't know yet.
If Cailan has his way, you will. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
And if he doesn't?
Then simply pray.
It would make quite a difference if you could tell, if you could bring that up at the time. It would have been interesting to see his reaction if you could talk about what Howard just did, attacking your family, betraying your family because he's supposed to be a family friend. Ow. I played through this game twice without noticing that Wynne was here. Wynne, small, tiny spoiler, will eventually be a party member.
Greetings, young lady. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
Was, I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. When subscription revenue? I mean, when would I be a Twitch partner? When will you be able to subscribe to the channel? You can through GameWisp, but I'm collecting my Twitch rejection letters right now. I did apply again today for partnership, about once a month, so who knows? Who knows how many more rejection letters there will be? Hopefully not forever. We'll see. Hello, Wynne. I'm Melissa.
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
King Cailan seems to think this battle will go just fine.
The king must always seem confident. His behavior affects the troops' morale.
Fair
He
enough.
does seem to find his
I
enthusiasm
don't think that's the
easily,
reason, though. Yeah.
Reminds me of a puppy.
Puppy.
And I say that with both respect and affection. He is a fine man.
Well...
To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
And you've faced the Darkspawn before then, Wynne?
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
Fade? I know the Fade is where you go when you dream.
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
Tell me more.
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
Chantry does many things.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
And what Procyon said. There's a large human factor. Whatever else is going on, there's a large human factor. Something to ponder, Wynne.
Yes, occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Go not into death.
There you go, Temerian. I can do that. I hear you can do that. Does anyone want to lend me a few $1,000s? do that.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
Why are they dancing?
The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
They look like they're doing a rain dance. The Fade?
The Fade is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
Thank you, Koala. As you wish. That's some rave dancing going on right there. Can I disturb them?
The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
You said as much. As you wish. Wish.
Maker above, hear the prayers of your son.
Oh.
Welcome, young woman.
Welcome, Tranquil. Who are you?
I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
One thing at a time. You speak very strangely. Why is that?
Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared?
Because magic is powerful and dangerous.
It is dangerous beyond its power. Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
How is someone made tranquil?
Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware.
I need TP for my tranquil. Sounds like a horrid practice.
It might seem such to you, but I feel no horror. I am content to serve in my role.
I feel badly for you.
You do? I feel nothing. As the name suggests, my existence is quite peaceful. I am alive, productive, and no danger to anyone. Surely that is not a terrible thing. Perhaps we may speak of something else. Do you need assistance?
Are you aware of the uses of tungsten? You don't belong here. You should go. What is enchantment?
It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into
Message coming in.
items first practiced by
Patching
the
it through.
dwarves. The Tranquil have learned
Nade!
their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights,
Sorry,
as
the
well as
Tranquil's
the magic
talking.
staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps,
Of course, and he's going
is
on and
that
on
it
and
is
on and on and
our very
on.
disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage.
He just won't shut up right now. Thank you. Best timing. Best timing. Hey, Ice Flame. What's up, Nate? Thank you for the host, man. I'm really glad we got to catch up last night too and talk a lot. I've been too much of a stranger. Been way too much of a stranger. If you were here yesterday, you might have heard me mention it. I have not been around enough. There's so many awesome streamers and friends here. So many people in the Entropic family that have excellent things going on that you should also check out. And the Nade Face is one of them. And many of you already know the Nade Face, but if you don't, you need to check out the Nade Face and give him a follow. Excellent streamer and a good buddy of mine. And we've kind of lost touch over the past 6 months. It's amazing how time flies. 6 months goes like this. Whoosh, it's just gone. It's gone. And Android too. Oh my God. It's the crew. It's really good to see you. Welcome Blast Zone. If you've never been here before, I'm Jay. It's great to see you. But Nade is awesome. If you're here and you don't know the Nade Face, you definitely need to give him a follow and check him out. Our streams overlap a lot. Hey Willow, what's happening? What's happening? An Android. Nade and Android, recently married. Recently married. I think it's still recently enough I can say recent, right? Right? Can I do that for a whole year? I think I can do that for a whole year. Ice Flame, what's happening? Anyways, it's amazing how quickly time flies and people can drift apart, and it was never meant to be that way. But I don't spend a lot of time in other streams right now, and it's not cool. It's not a good thing. It's just what's going on. I spend a lot of time here and trying to keep the pieces of my life put together. 50 years is still pretty recent. There you go. There you go. My aunt and uncle made it 50. 50 is impressive. Good luck. Good luck getting to 50. Definitely still recent. Anyways, it's awesome to see you. Thank you for the host. It is really cool to see you here, and I'm so glad we got to catch up a bit because it was weird being out of touch, and I was as aware of it as you, if nothing else. And anyways, good times. When you're married, hours will seem like days. If we go by the book. If we go by the book. What sort of enchantments are there? Enchantments? Enchantments!
Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only
This
too
misery. Hello. True power comes with a price. True power comes with a price. And power corrupts, as we know only too well. I should go. We'll bang, okay?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. So we're playing Dragon Age. If you just got here from Nade's channel or from anywhere else, and again, welcome Blast Zone. Really good to see you. And I am sorry I've been such a stranger. I can't promise that's gonna change in channel anytime real soon. I don't know where to find the hours to do the things, but who knows? Things change all the time. It's really awesome to see you. We're playing Dragon Age. This is the first time I've ever streamed Dragon Age Origins. I've played it quite a few times. It's one of my favorite games. But more than a year here on Twitch now.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than
First
enough
time
of the
doing
circle?
this.
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
Keyboard and mouse. Keyboard and mouse. We are woo. Keyboard and mouse. Willow plushie. I just got a little bit of that. I don't know if I scroll back if there's more, but good luck. One good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together. I know exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
We haven't met. I'm not a mage. Would that make your day worse?
Hardly. I just like to know my chances of being turned into a toad at any given moment.
5%.
Wait, I do know who you are.
Always
You're Duncan's new
5%.
recruit from High Ever. I should
always
have
roll a
recognized
1.
you right away. I apologize.
Creeps! What's going on, creeps? Chunky monkey! Chunky monkey. Good ice cream. That is ice cream, right? Isn't that Ben & Jerry's Chunky Monkey? Isn't that what you're talking about? I think that's what you're talking about. What's going on, creeps? Good to see you. How you doing? You must be Alistair.
Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
What can you tell me about this joining?
Honestly, nothing. Try not to worry about it. It will just distract you. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is.
Probably because we're too smart for you. You want more women in the Wardens, do you?
Would that be so terrible? Not that I'm some drooling lecher or anything. Please stop looking at me like that. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
You talking about this playthrough? No, I haven't.
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
That argument I saw. What was the deal with that?
With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position.
Miss Misery, which
I
one
was once
that?
Templar.
Alistair's got some good ones. Good position. You were a mage hunter? Templar. Mage hunter? You were a mage hunter?
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
Nice. Please stop looking at me like that. Well, I am happy to tell you, Miss Misery, that as good as that line was, you've got much better ones ahead. But keep listening. Hey, Dr. Tosh, what an exciting game. Welcome. I'm glad you think so. I am blown away, honestly blown away by how many people are excited for Origins. I am excited for Origins. I expected people to kind of be ho-hum. I expected 5 people to say, I love Origins, and everyone else to be like, what is this? This is so cool. People are into this. I'm so glad. I've been a little afraid of streaming this for the past year. Okay. What about the other recruits?
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
No, but I look forward to it.
Keep an eye out. Maybe we'll see one of them.
Okay, let's go.
If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Alistair. Alistair may have skills enough to use some of the DLC gear we've got.
Is begun.
This chest, check it out, 2 runes. Rarely can open this chest. But if you play as a rogue, you can open a number of chests early game that otherwise you can't until you get a rogue. If you play a rogue and spec for it, you can open a bunch of these chests. There we go. Extra XP, extra levels, and a little bit of extra loot. Runes we're going to put into gear and modify weapons. And gray iron dagger, slightly better than the dagger I'm already wielding. Hold on, I didn't equip things. We went into, this was silly. We went into the Kuzlin family vault. We went into the Kuzlin family chest. We got the Kuzlin family sword. I didn't equip it, which is my primary hand. One on the left. Sword in the primary hand, dagger in the offhand. We'll get a better dagger in the offhand. Here's the gray iron dagger. You can have 2 weapon sets, and I don't have any bow skills, but I could use one of the DLC bows now. So I could actually have, as a second weapon set, a really good bow. Really good bow. Not as good as the other DLC bow. DLC, you don't pay for these things. A lot of this was free DLC. Some of it came with, I don't know what. I bought the Ultimate pack, and if you buy Dragon Age now, wait for the Ultimate to go on sale. Buy the Ultimate, you'll get everything. There's so much stuff that comes with it. You practically have a full inventory of goodies at the start of the game. Rings and belts and armor and daggers and bows and all kinds of stuff. So there's that bow. Looks a little fancy, and I'm not going to use it much. There's the Kuzlin family sword. Why did I go there? It was to equip Alistair. Let's give Alistair something. What do we have that he can use? Nothing too cool yet. For some reason... What happened to the Kuzlin family shield? I had a shield. Had a shield. There it is. Kuzlin guard shield. Oh, I wasn't on the armor tab. Well, that was all me. You can see the comparisons pop up automatically, so when you hover over items, you get a comparison of what's equipped and what you're looking at. Chat's kind of flying by tonight. I had this...
waiting, huh?
What's up, Ty? What's going on? Lurk. Ty says lurk. But he's there. Happening, man. The DLC armor, the Blood Dragon plate, 30H strength. Cool suit of armor, but by the time you have 30H strength, that's not that helpful. Kuzlin guard shield is about the same as what he's using. Templar shield. Requires less strength, made out of elm instead of ash. Rah, 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 rah. Missile deflection is not quite as good.
Embedded in the static.
Arata Wataya, welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing? Shield of Highever. Oh, that's the one. Kuzlin Guard Shield was a generic shield. Shield of Highever. That's the family shield. It's right there. Defense is the same. Fatigue is slightly greater. Missile defense is the same, but 4 attack. Okay. Lucky Alistair, he gets the shield. No, Quidias, not at all, man. It's good. Feel better. Feel better. We'll see you later. I had this fantasy that I was going to be able to keep up with chat better because this is a turn-based game. But for the same reason, I'm so excited that people are into Origins already. Chat is kind of rolling along, and I can't really keep up with it as well as I'd like.
As you say.
Here's the Quartermaster.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
Young, redhead elf. No, but now I'll be looking. Can't say that I have.
Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the maker up. No, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
I did,
Message coming in.
I did. Spider! What's going on, Spider? Welcome. Spider's out traveling with the family right now, but thank you for the host, Spider. If you're watching, and definitely give Spider a follow as well. Another excellent streamer here on Twitch. And a lot of fun. He should be back in about a week. He's traveling with family, so no streams right now. But check him out when he gets back. He'll be back. You need help tracking this girl down? I'm not gonna help you. People don't like elves in this world. Most people don't like elves. Humans don't like elves. Not gonna help you. What kind of supplies do you have?
I have
Arms and armor for the most part. It's for the King's
Miss
men,
Misery,
but,
thank you for
you
the follow.
Grey Wardens can buy what you
Welcome.
need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course, to keep morale up, you understand.
Hey, Justice, what's going on? Nice. OHN boss to you too. I just can't seem to type. Man, those ballast points are strong. Welcome, Justice. How are you doing today? Another good streamer for y'all to check out, Justice Strikes. Only recently met. Seems like a really good guy. Has a lot of fun streaming. I like the atmosphere over there. Only been able to pop in for a couple minutes. As you know, Justice, only for a couple minutes. How much have I seen you stream? Like 5 minutes. It's what Nate and I were talking about last night. I don't get to hang out too much these days. But when I'm done streaming, I like to pop into other streams. And as it would happen, recently met Justice here. Been hanging out here in the stream, and is another good streamer. Go check him out. Give him a follow. Your other goods. Let me see your other goods.
So long as you keep it quiet.
Justice, how was the stream last night? Pricing for some of these things is in the gold range. Right now, I have 1 silver. Some of these things cost 5 gold. A long time before we can buy stuff for gold. Unless we sell stuff we got from the DLC. I'm not going to, but this bow, get a gold for the bow. The Blood Dragon armor, the Blood Dragon plate, that might be worth selling. If I'm not gonna buy it and use it later, I should sell it. It's 4 gold, or 20. 4 gold, 20 silver. That's huge. Think of all the things we could buy for 4 gold. Besides, if you actually want the rest of the Blood Dragon set, you only get the chest piece. You have to buy the rest. Buy the helm, have to buy the gauntlets, have to buy the legs. I think you can get a backpack, can't you? What does he have? Does he have a backpack? Backpack expands your inventory storage, and since you don't get a... Looking at the wrong side. If you because you don't get a stash until the DLC, having more inventory makes a huge difference. There is a backpack, but who's got it? It's not this guy. Maybe it's not till we get to camp. It's not till we... Health poultices. Bolts, arrows. I will sell all the bolts I get and most of the fancy arrows I get. I don't need to buy anything. I am tempted to sell the Blood Dragon plate. I think I'd rather have the money than the set of armor that I can't use for a long time. My main character won't use. Alistair could use it. He'll eventually have 38 strength. But we'll have other massive armor sets. Cool as it is, I'm going to go ahead and sell this. I'm going to get the coin. Let's do it. Sell. I could sell some of the other junk I have, but we're not going to get too much for it. Look at the bulwark of the True King. This is, whoa, a kite shield? 16 gold for a kite shield. It does have willpower, constitution, defense, and armor. Requires 32 strength. I'm not going to sell that. That is a nice shield. Also, 16 gold. I like gold! I can't make healing items yet, so I may want to buy some. But I'm feeling punchy. Let's go without. Just take the money and run.
Quite clear as a no. Oh well, too bad.
Android Lurkon, it's really good to see you again. Really good to see you both again. Have fun playing some Rocket League. I've always heard good things, and I haven't picked it up on any platform yet. Loghain does look a little weird, Koala. You're saying there's a mod that...
Sorry, miss. The army camp is off limits for you right now.
Like what? What does it make him look like? Why did I just get... Where am I? We just got warped. I was standing over here. It's over here.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
Miss Misery, good night. We'll see you later. Hey, Dr. Tosh, thank you. Thank you so much. Dr. Tosh, out of nowhere. You sneak him in like that. That is awesome. I've been loving the game choices lately. Sadly, I can't watch your streams as awesome as I would like, but when I do, it's been really fun. Keep it up. Excellent. Will do. It's a deal. Dr. Tosh, thank you so much. Miss Misery, be well. Have a good night. Come back and see us later. Tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow. So this guy in a cage. You haven't been sentenced?
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Locked you up. They haven't fed you. Why are you in there?
I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
He didn't say he was. He didn't say he wasn't. Did you desert?
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
I don't think I've ever dug through this dialogue enough. It matters to me if your cause is just.
Oh, that's sweet of you, dearie. How about you marry me instead? At least I could get a kiss before they hang me. And it's not as if they're wrong. I probably would have deserted later. Just not when they caught me is all. Hope that doesn't spoil your opinion of me. I'm still hungry enough to eat my shoe.
And I'm impressed with your honesty. Why haven't they fed you? No. Unnecessary question. I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Yeah, times were different then. After not finishing your dinner, you would put it in your coat.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
I had a chat with him.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
More than you might think. Ask for some food. Water. You've got him in a fucking cage and you're gonna kill him, and in the meantime, you're starving him. Nice.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
Okay. Okay, you don't control the world. You can't make the food materialize, but... So you miss one meal. He's gonna die. Give him what you got.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though.
Because I
if
stopped
anyone
to think
asks why
about
he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
Will do. Will do.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away. Much obliged. You're a kind soul, you are. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you.
Hey, thank you, Dr. Tosh. So much, thank you. Study hard, study hard. Work hard, study hard, play hard. We'll see you later. Ha! I'm not a parrot. I'm not a parrot. I realize that looks a lot like what Kim just wrote, but that's a coincidence. Did I just... Sorry, Kim. Sorry. I'm not a parrot, I swear. I'm not a parrot.
I shall do it.
Just great minds. That's all.
Sorry, miss. The army camp is off limits for you right now.
Infams, how you doing? This is all out of order. I'm used to running into Jory and going to talk to everyone first, then going to talk to Alistair.
Greetings.
It's all backwards.
You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
I am. Who are you? I am Alyssa.
Sir Jory is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. I was not aware they permitted women to join the Grey Wardens. None of those I've seen thus far have been.
Perhaps they've saved the best for last. Ah? Ah?
You obviously impressed Duncan, and that's enough for me. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
Why, yes, I'm looking forward to it. You're not all that smart, are you, Jory? Curious about this ritual.
As am I. Has anyone told you about it?
They all give me really shifty eyes. Dangerous.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Special occasion, Iceman. No J name? What the heck? Sometimes I'll take a default character name in a game and just change it. Change the first letter to a J if it works. I'll make one up from scratch. No, this is the stock Alyssa Kuzlin. The only thing I changed was her eyes. I just kind of wanted to stand out. It also matches. Her mother has green eyes, and now Alyssa does too. We won't see her mother again though.
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
I believe you. Why do you say that?
I saw them. We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
It possibly is important information?
The commander who brought him here didn't seem to think so.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere.
Simmer down
I
now.
saw them.
Simmer down now. Shadow Dragon, thank you. I may check that out a little later if anyone else is interested. There's a glitch. I guess there's some sort of a terrain glitch. Lets you get into the main army camp that you're not allowed to get into right now. That's what Shadow Dragon just linked. Curious to check that out.
You there? Oh, it's Pick, sir. Go tell Tern Loghain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Ash
What do
Warriors.
you need? You haven't brought more instructions from the Tern, I hope.
Only thing disappointing about the Ash Warriors is that this is the most interesting stuff we're going to hear about the Ash Warriors. I don't think there's much more in the rest of the game.
If you're not from the Tern, what do you want? We're busy.
You don't look like the other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
What is an Ash Warrior?
Our training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Congrats on 250, tight. So many hours. So many hours. So many hours. What does an Ash Warrior do? Ah, it's an old tale. It's an old tale. Can I hear this old tale?
I am no bard, but I will do my best.
Do your best.
Thias was a Clane tribesman. Some said he was too short to be a warrior, but he was strong and fierce. His chieftain sent him to the dwarves of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance, where he fell in love with the king's daughter, Skya, and brought her back to his tribe. She taught Lathias to use the dwarven battle wrath to summon his strength and ignore all pain. Lathias then taught this to the Clane, who made him their chieftain.
The dogs are a distraction. And they feasted on blood and lived happily ever after. He descended from Clane?
They were simply the first to be taught. Others were inspired by his death to follow his path.
How did he die?
Lathias' prowess earned him the love of Morrigannon, a beautiful chieftain of another tribe. When Skya learned of his seduction, she returned to her people. Lathias was grieved. He sent Morrigannon away, but this only vexed her, and began a long war between their tribes. In the end, Lathias slew Morrigannon in single combat. However, his wounds were great, and he perished when the rage ended. The dwarves came from Orzammar that day, and gave Lathias an honored burial in the mountains. And we live by his teachings even today.
And what happened to his wife?
It is said that before the final battle, she returned to Lathias and gave him a shirt of dwarven chain, along with a final night of passion. Then she was gone forever. If she lived on in Orzammar, only the dwarven folk could say for certain.
So he betrayed his wife? Killed his lover?
He was a great man with great passions. Perhaps you'll hear a more inspiring version in a tavern someday.
Perhaps. You're right, you're not a bard. But thank you for trying. I should be going. I should go. What are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Message coming in. What do you mean? Patching it through. What do you mean? Oh my God! Ryan!
Darkspawn blood is poison.
Ryan, welcome!
Not always fatal.
Welcome, Ryan and
Those who
friends!
survive grow immune to its effects. The Wardens say the tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually.
Welcome, everyone.
But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Yes! Yes! What's going on, Ryan and friends? Awesome to see you all. Thank you for the host, Ryan. How are you doing? Still playing the Red Dead, and you're having fun with that, right? Ton of fun with that is what I'm sensing. What a cool game. What a cool game. How far along are you in it? Anyways, welcome everyone. I'm Jay. If you're new here, good to have you here. We're closing in on a break, but I'll push the break out a few minutes just so we can settle in. Let's at least finish up here in camp. Playing Dragon Age Origins. It's one of my favorite games. I've never streamed it before. We're finally playing it. Talking to an Ash Warrior. We're almost done talking to an Ash Warrior. But, wouldn't it be smarter to leave your dogs behind? I will not say such a thing. Tell me of Luthius the Dwarf Son. Is that a repeat? Is that a repeat? No.
I am no bard, but I'll
yeah,
do my
oh,
best.
whoops.
Thias was a Clane tribesman.
Whoops.
Some said he,
Sorry.
His chieftain sent him to the dwarves of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance.
Yes.
She taught the
Yes.
Thias to use the dwarven battle.
Yes. If you just got here, we just had the same conversation. I'm trying
by
to
his
skip through it.
death to follow his path.
Death usually isn't that inspiring.
If not, then perhaps you've not properly lived.
Perhaps.
Lathias' prowess earned him the love of Morrigannon, a beautiful chieftain
So everyone,
of another
make sure you
tribe.
give Ryan
When Skya
Ryan
learned
DeBurn
of
a
his
follow.
seduction, she returned to her people. Lathias was grieved. He sent Morrigannon away, but this only vexed her, and began a long war between their tribes. In the end, Lathias slew Morrigannon in single combat. However, his wounds were great.
I blame the beer.
He perished when the rage ended.
Is this a
Dwarves
straight
came
repeat?
from Orzammar that day, and and gave Lathias an honored burial in the mountains. And we live by his teachings even today.
Boom, that's what I'm talking about. Ryan is an excellent streamer and a lot of fun. He's playing Red Dead right now, but he plays a lot of different games. Definitely give him a follow and check him out when he's streaming. And he streams during the days. I think he's on. He's usually on before I am. Really wanted to see it. Hope you can play it in the future. You should. Look for the Ultimate Edition to go on sale and grab it. It has everything. It has everything. Woohoo! It works. Hey, Lamia, it worked. It worked. That's awesome. That's awesome. So it'll overlap with the host message, but I think that's cool. It's all good. Yeah, and then I asked him what happened to his wife, Skea. So we just went through this, and then I recycled the conversation because I got distracted because Ryan came in with all his friends. Interesting legend. Thank you for telling me.
It was an honor.
Why have you
They
painted
use
your
scent
dogs?
to distinguish us from our enemies, but the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with Cadiz, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
Beard. Beard that is evil. What's going on? I should go.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done.
I was getting
and I'll
lost
not
in
be
this
kept from it.
conversation. Distracted and lost. We're here at Ostagar. The game has just begun. Alyssa Kuzland. Family has been betrayed by a family friend, the House. The House have slaughtered the Kuzlands. And we have been asked by Duncan, a Grey Warden. I'm not going to speak with him now because this will progress the quest. Not quite ready to do that yet. But Duncan, a Grey Warden, an order of protectors. Protectors of the realm, really. They fight the Darkspawn. The Darkspawn were born of men who sought the power of gods. They tried to basically enter the city of the gods, and they were transformed. They came out demons. They came out Darkspawn. And the blight swept over the land. And the Grey Wardens exist to fight the Darkspawn when the blight sweeps over the land. And right now, there is some question as to whether or not that's happening. Is this a true blight?
Excuse me, I must
Current
get the
king
hounds
does
ready
not
for
believe
battle.
this is a true blight.
The dogs are sick from Darkspawn blood. It's terrible.
And yet there are Darkspawn moving across the land.
As Darkspawn. They are man's sins made flesh. An evil.
The Chantry, the church, the Chantry plays a very large role in this
Let us
world.
bow our heads and beg the
Why
Maker's
she got quiet.
forgiveness. Let us not be proud, so we may take courage against the darkness.
Ryan, Red Dead's been treating you awesomely. Twitch also. First 2 days were slow, and then the stream exploded. I saw that. I saw that on Twitter. 60 follows. You must have had an incredible time yesterday. I'm so glad it was that fun. I'm really happy for you, man. Awesome times. Awesome times. Yeah, and make sure you check out Ryan D. Byrne. Give him a follow. Don't miss. Don't miss. You can help him with the doggies. Definitely. Wombat, I don't know why I didn't get a conversation. I wanted to help him with the doggies. I thought maybe I'm missing something.
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready
I need
for
to talk
battle.
to somebody else
Half the
first.
dogs are sick from
Somebody
Dark-
needs to tell me that the dogs are sick before I can help them, I think. I can't go in until someone tells me about that. Not there yet. Where is... We met Jory. There's Jory. He moved to Duncan's side. The sergeant up here talking to his warriors about the Darkspawn.
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is a Darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Wombat. Maybe it'll trigger after something else. I was fully expecting to go help the dogs, and I think we still will. I just don't know what it'll take. You don't have to run around and open every sack and grab every little bit of elf fruit, but
As you say.
The wall before me is darkness.
Shadow Dragon, I did stop by the quartermaster and I didn't see him with a backpack. I'll go back and double check though, because Wombat brought it up and I don't know why he didn't have the backpack for sale. Oh, there's Davith too. Right by the quartermaster. Let's check the quartermaster first.
Hello again. Is there
Maybe because
something
I didn't
you
check
need?
his normal items.
Some supplies, perhaps.
You see what you have. I
Well,
looked
let
at
me
his
know
other
what you'd like.
goods. Maybe the backpack will be sitting in here. There it is. 57 silver. Cheapest backpack you're going to find in the game. Now we have more storage space. It just went up from 70 to 80, I think. Buy the injury kits that he's got. And the lesser health poultices. I can't make them yet. They're cheap. Relatively cheap. Obari Crunch, that's healing items for dogs. Flasks, we'll be buying lots of flasks later. Elf Root, likewise. We'll be making our own potions from flasks and Elf Root. I don't want to think too much about loot right now. You can spend a great deal of time on it if you want to. What can I sell? Metal shards, life stones, crafting items that people will use, but I don't usually use. There's just some things I will sell because I know I'm not going to use them. Grease traps, I'm not big on using traps and poisons. Garnet, quartz, greenstone, blank vellum, sell. Sell. Look at all these DLC items spamming up my inventory. Silver ring, iron ring. It'll get better. We'll start to equip people with it. Beard that is evil. Are you doing the whole playthrough? Pretty much. It's going to be a pretty thorough playthrough. Figure the main game will be...
well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
50 hours, and Awakenings will be 20 to 30. Something like that. Shadow Dragon, thank you for the reminder. I got it. You can double sell. You can sell things. There's some sort of an exploit where you can hold it with left and right mouse buttons and drag it over to a side to sell it, and then you sell it for double. Then you can buy it back and sell it and get lots of gold. That's cool. That's good. Not worried about that. I mean, it would be nice, but there's a million ways to hack games and have all the money that you want, but it's not the same as playing the game the way it was intended. For better or worse, it's not a big deal. All good with that. Thank you. Sir Davith, who are you?
The name's Davith. It's
Not
about
sir,
bloody time
just
you
Davith.
came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
And what do you know about it?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Maybe they will. What are the wilds?
We're right on the northern edge of the Kokari Wilds here, miles and miles of savage country. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
Why are they so frightening?
Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now Darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
I got it. KG, it was there. It was on. I had asked him to look at his special goods. You know, he says I have other goods. I was looking at his other goods list. When I went to the normal goods list, it was there. On that note, though, while we're talking about weird little conditions and triggers and backpacks and vendors when you get to camp the first time. If anyone has not played this game before but plans on it, or if you played this game and you're not aware of this, when you go to camp the first time and after Lothring, and you get to talk to Sandal. Anyways, when you go and you buy a bunch of stuff there, the vendor will respawn the next time you come to camp. It only happens once. So you can buy the backpack and other items, and they will be there again the next time you come to camp. I don't know why, unless they've patched that in the past year, but it's an old bug. I don't even know if it's a bug or if it's intended, but you can buy things from that vendor at camp twice if you buy it the first time. Has to be the first time you go to camp. You could clean them out if you had the money. It will be back, including backpack. Guess we have to wait and see, like we have a choice. They're forcing you?
I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Okie dokie, here's what we're gonna do. We are a little past break time, just a few minutes. I realize a bunch of people just got here. If you just got here from Ryan's channel, from the Blast Zone, welcome. And we've gone 4 hours today. We're gonna go a couple more. We've got 6 hours today, 6 hours tomorrow, 8 hours on Friday, 12 hours on Saturday, but we're actually gonna do something unusual for a change. We're gonna switch games on Saturday just for the day and then come back to Dragon Age, because Dragon Age is gonna take a while. I want to do a couple little pace changers in the middle. But I do need a break. I gotta go get something to eat. My stomach is rumbling. I'm gonna go check on the dogs. I'll be back in 10 minutes. We're gonna continue. We're gonna go into the wilds. We're gonna go meet our first dark spawn. We're gonna go meet Morrigan. Things are gonna happen. And I think we'll make it through the wilds and the battle for Ostagar. That would probably be a good thing for tonight. So let's try and push through the battle for Ostagar. It'll put us in a good position to start tomorrow. I realize this game has a kind of slow roll to it. The whole thing. And especially the beginning. Welcome to Classic RPGs. Anyways, I will see you all in about 10 minutes. Hope you're having fun. Welcome if you're new. If you're taking off, have a great day. But come back and see us another time. I'll see you in 10 minutes. Cheers.